Alright everyone, welcome back to another new week, new Odyssey, 4 o'clock on the dot. Does that mean this time is accurate, actually accurate? It looks like it is. I've never paid enough attention to. Anyway, what have we got? A spooky Halloween special. Makes sense. We are in the month of Spooktober. Things are gonna get scary on this one. Do the monkeys have what it takes to get through it? Alright. Ooh, new map, and Ninja Kiwi's just been obsessed with Dark Castle lately. I don't know what it is, but they just really love Dark Castle. Alright, what have we got? Okay, this seems like it's going to be a relaxing Odyssey, which is nice. I am a little scared for the last map though, hopefully it doesn't go beyond round 60. Right, the cabin, hard primary only, doable. Encrypted, hard half cash, annoying. Haunted, hard alternate balloons round, no selling, 18 to 70. 5,500 to start. That's strangely different. Midnight Mansion, hard reverse. Ooh, I haven't actually played this map at all, so reverse will be interesting, 1 to 70. And Dark Castle, hard impoppable. Removal cost rate has been disabled. Does that mean you can't remove things, or does that mean it's free? I think that means you can't remove things. Starting round 50, ending round 85, Moab and balloon speed is 95%. Okay. With 35,000 to start, that seems generous, but it all depends on what towers we have. So let's have a look at the towers, shall we? Oh god, everything's modified and changed. Please no. Ooh. I don't know who I would pick here. Typically I'd go for Oban. But Adora's also pretty damn good. Adora got a massive buff to fortified balloons, didn't she? I'm pretty sure she did. It was either Adora or some sort of monkey I don't use often. So it could still be just Adora. Right, I'm gonna use Oban. He's my man. I'll stick with him. Damn, we really don't have a lot of good options here, do we? I mean, we do have this at least. We at least have our Buccaneer friend. How many maps actually have the water though? 1, 2, 3, maybe? 4. So 4 and a maybe. That's alright. I'll take those odds. Yes, please, Necromancer. Wow. Yeah. Damn. What the fuck can I use? I don't like this one. I mean, this one's alright, but it's, I guess my popping power's gonna be useful. I didn't think I'd have to think this long on just picking towers. Spectre. Spectre's all the way. Well, why do we need so many? It's not extreme mode. Comanche Commander actually saved my life the last time I played on Dark Castle for an Odyssey, I think. Well, not the last time, but a few times ago. Laser Beam of Death is always handy. Maybe some more Moab Pop and Power. Oh, I can only have one. And then maybe a Village, just in case. So then I can just max out these. Probably better to start with the DPS ones first. Am I happy with that? Sure, why not? Alright, let's do this. And yeah, if you guys saw the last video I uploaded, then my apologies if I'm not. Oh, fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. See, I'm out of it. I'm out of it at the moment. Sorry. My apologies. Right. We need some other primary monkeys, because this will not cut it. These two losers don't have camo detection. Or at least not early game camo detection. So we'll ditch... Who do we ditch? Oh wow. Let's ditch the ninja and get ourselves something that can detect camo. Dart monkey. In fact, I'll take 2 dart monkeys over 1 boomerang any day. In fact, let's do this. Yeah, alright. I'm happy with that. Right, see, yeah. I'm still out of it for a bit. Admittedly, it's almost been a week, but as one would expect, still hurts. So I'm not gonna be up and running by any means necessary, but I'm trying my best to get back into the flow of things. Because as we all know, only time will tell. I guess I can just put a Ultra Jug back here. I'm not the biggest fan of Ultra Jug, if I'm honest, but we can at least give it a try, see how it works. But yeah, I mean, what to say, really? I've been to work today. It was pretty hectic, honestly. I got put on a job that I mean, technically I've done it before, but not specifically at that station. So essentially, I think I've mentioned this before, but my job is basically working on a production line in a warehouse. So essentially the start of the production line, and then it gets passed down from station to station to station, all the way until it gets to the end where where like the final station puts the finishing touches or whatever. And then once that's all done, it's packed up and you know, put onto a giant bunch of pallets or crates or whatever in order to be prepared to be shipped out, sort of thing. And so today I was on the fucking third station, which typically handles things like frozen goods, which I'm not typically used to. I'm more used to the fresh or the canned stuff. Even some of the spices. I'm more sort of, I'm more often than not placed along that line of things rather than the first few stations. And like I said, this one was like frozen sort of meats and stuff. Whereas that first station. So I was not used to it, and it is a hell of a lot more hectic than I remember. Put you that way, please. There you go. Because essentially at my station, typically the job would just be fucking throw things into a box, pass the box on to the next person so they can throw things into the box and then pass it further until there's no one else to pass it down to. But in my situation, we were early enough in the line to have to deal with the frozen shit, so we had to put the frozen bags in. By frozen bags, I mean a cooler bag, and then the first station puts in ice, the second station puts in some sort of meat, and then the third station puts in another sort of meat or other frozen product, right? Now that's all well and good, right? Also, third station, aka where I was, also has to shut the freezer bag and make sure everything is contained within it neatly. And so that's basically what I was doing. But goddamn, some greedy mofos out there that are ordering some shit. They would order way too fucking much. We'd have a freezer bag overflowing. Like, every third bag. And I think that, I mean, admittedly, like, I don't think on this occasion it would be the customer's fault. I think it's weird that they're eating like a month's worth of food within a week. Or them and their families, like, eating to feed 20. When it's probably less than 20 in their household. And frankly, I'm quite concerned if they are able to consume that much food. But yeah, it's admittedly not their fault. They're overfilling their order, but obviously because, you know, they're just happy at home being like, ooh, I can order stuff and it comes through. Comes to me via delivery. How nice is that? And I just have to send people money. You know, that's all well and good for them. But on our side of things, which they don't know about, that's fucking hectic when they order like 4 lots of chicken breast and 5 lots of something else frozen, and we have to try and jam that all into a very small bag. It is horrendous. Honestly, I think the ordering process needs to be edited, because the amount of times we physically could not fit all of the shit that the client wanted in the bag. God damn. It was a struggle and a half today. Typically it's like one person per station, but today, admittedly I'm still semi-new to the job, but today it was me plus someone else to help me, because that shit was insane and everybody agreed. Like, sometimes we'd just be like, right, fuck it, just throw in another bag, you know, we'll get this shit fixed. But, yeah, they really need to change something. Either make it illegal to order that much without, you know, paying extra for another bag, or just full stop being like, alright, you need to make another order, because this won't fit in the whole goddamn box. Absolutely mental. Okay. Somehow we're alive, but admittedly, once we get past this stage, we'll be fine. It's only going to be difficult now because it's primary only. Luckily though, because it is primary only, we're not gonna, and it's not extreme mode, we just have to suffer through this, and then all will be well. I am struggling a little with where to put my Ultra Jug, because while we do have some great positions here, I don't know if Ultra Jug is actually going to be strong enough to take down the BFB. Hopefully, Oben gets his trees by then. In fact, we should probably get Oben's trees now. Probably after Ultra Jug. Probably after. Okay. We're still good for damage. I kind of want to get it in this one. Mainly because he was the first Dart Monkey I placed. And thus also the first spot I thought of. So let's do that. This is getting cheaper and cheaper as we go on. Love that. A couple more rounds maybe. Ooh. That I would say is unfortunate, but that was actually a good attempt right there. Alright. We can patch that up. We can patch that up. Honestly, I feel like this one down here should have been Ultra Jug maybe. But that's alright. That's perfectly fine. At least we are allowed to sell. So at any point in time we can sell this and buy it here. Because I think then it'll at least be worth it. Yeah, see, that's the issue, I think. The brambles. Oh, there we go. Ultra Jug got one hit in, which is good, but it's not enough, is it? No. Alright. Let's just sell and rebuy it. Although it is really good Moab damage. It's helping out quite a bit, isn't it? You stay on strong. Maybe we just have to change the timing here. I think it all depends on our brambles. Because I think we can take down the first Moab without using brambles. Honestly. I think we can. I think it's entirely possible. Just like that. Oh, there you go. Just have to work on the timing. And now this is cheap enough. I'm going to buy it now because I am scared of what is to come. Okay, we good. We seem good. Nice. Let's put this as far back as we can, so we're not wasting anything. Good. Just a little added security is all. Ooh. I guess it really has been like a proper, almost a week now since I've actually sort of recorded anything. Because if you guys didn't know, I did take a week off uploading and streaming, just to sort of you know, clear my head, come to terms, and well, grieve. But yeah, I guess it's been almost a week, and it feels weird not having. I don't know. I sort of also use this as a bit of a blog / diary, I guess. you know, I fill you guys in on what's happening to me. Occasionally I hear back from how you guys are doing, and you know, that's great too. If we can just pop this Moab layer, we'll be fine. Or this BFB layer, I should say. Come on. Any more? Nope. There we go. Okay. Sweet. Oh, map 1 done. But yeah, so I admittedly, I must have mentioned this in the last video before I found out the news. But essentially, I did not go to the casino with my mate for his birthday. I apologized to him the night before, or on the Friday when the event occurred. Admittedly, I don't want to bring it up, but at the same time, I just don't want to mention it anyway. So yeah, the second I finished the Friday video, I found out, and then I told my mate, being like, hey, I'm going through some stuff right now, don't think I'll be able to make it. So I didn't end up going to the casino. He was really good about it, you know. They didn't sort of book anything in advance, so I was all willing to pay for any sort of reservations they made specifically for me or anything like that, but they said it was all good. That they didn't sort of book anything, so that was good at least. And then I caught up with my mate a few days later when I was feeling a bit more up for it, but yeah, I didn't really do much over the weekend. Luckily enough, that did actually plan out quite well for me. Obviously not the event, but my mate's birthday being around that time, because I booked the day off work in order to attend my my friend's birthday at the casino sort of thing. And then, admittedly, I wasn't feeling up to being able to go, but admittedly it did also give me some time off to grieve, which was, it was nice. It was nice to just let it all out, you know. And obviously if you haven't watched the video, you've got no idea what I'm talking about, but essentially, to put it bluntly, my dog passed away. Well, didn't pass away, we had her put down. Because honestly at that point in time it seemed like moving around and just existing in general was more painful than it was pleasurable. Long story short, we decided to get her put down on Friday. Not tomorrow, it's already happened, so last week Friday. And so we made that decision pretty much the second, well, my mum informed me about the decision pretty much the second I finished recording part 2 of last week's Odyssey. So I had no idea until then, which was great because it meant that, you know, obviously I could put out a happy, cheery, joyful video. But I think I mentioned it, but I had my suspicions about something happening soon. But yeah, so the second I found out, me, my sister, and my mum pretty much, I think the guy was coming around in like a couple of hours or something, maybe 3 hours until the vet showed up. We got a home visit just because our dog Lucy, she wasn't really fond of going outside, so we wanted to make sure she was in the most sort of peaceful environment that she could be in. So anyway, we had like a few hours before the vet was going to show up. So we used that time wisely. All of us just gave her as many cuddles as we possibly could within that time frame. And it was incredibly sad, but at least we had a chance to say goodbye, you know? Because, you know, if like Daxter's situation was a bit more out of the blue, which kind of sucks, because obviously, you know, if you can't sort of anticipate it, or if you don't know it's going to happen anytime soon and it just comes out of nowhere, then there's no real chance to bid your farewells, which really sucks. But no, I think overall it was a good idea. Obviously I'm naturally upset about it still, and I think that'll stick with me for a bit. But yeah, she lived a good life. Anyway, let's change the topic, shall we? This is just half cash, right? Nothing super menacing, just regular old half cash. I do want a wall of fire up and a necromancer if I can help it, because I think I've said this before and I'll probably say it again. Half cash is all about efficient, cheap towers rather than big, expensive, do lots of damage, blow up the universe kind of towers. So if we can get like a wall of fire or a necromancer, I think that would be super ideal. Wall of fire first, obviously. And then we'll take it from there. But yeah, I think the new map's going to be interesting, which we will, as always, first 2 maps are done day 1. Last 3 maps are always done the day after, on the Friday. So if you're looking out for part 2, it'll be released then. If not, then you can probably find somebody else's guide, honestly. Like, I personally like to do part 1 and part 2 because if it is a difficult Odyssey, you know, sometimes I can be stuck for multiple hours at a time. And so breaking it up into parts makes it a bit easier for me to edit. And at the same time, you know, day 1 gives me a chance to sort of look over the Odyssey and let you guys know my thoughts and give you my starting process sort of thing. Are we going to beat this? Whereas day 2, yeah, not really. Whereas day 2 can be more of a, okay, well, if you're still a little stuck after video 1 and day 1, then that's when I sort of do part 2. Yeah, I don't really know what to do here. Even if I sold both of those, I couldn't get monkey pirates, which is probably the ideal play, if I'm honest. Or I could sell my boat to try and get necromancer, but there's no graveyard. Not for the moment, at least. Maybe we'll just mess around with the timing on this with Oben's stuff. That did a bit better, but still death. What can we do? This guy's not actually dealing a whole lot of damage, is he? Let's test. How much damage is this guy realistically dealing here? 5, 6, 9. So he deals like, what, 100 damage if we're being generous. Okay. What if we sold him and bought a heli? Let's try that. Quad darts, no pursuit, sadly. But let's keep this up so that we know how much extra damage we might be dealing here. Don't know why, but it feels like the heli's making the Moab slower. Okay, well that's 100 damage realsies. Okay, there we go. Pursuit. You are now upgraded to fully fledged tower. A tower that can do its own shit and not bother me. It's beautiful, isn't it? Independence. Right. Fireball and Wall of Fire need to come back as soon as we can, because selling there admittedly put us at quite a disadvantage in terms of money left over. Ooh. Camera detection's a thing. It's alright, we can build that back. Wall of Fire just in time. Ooh. Oh, bloody legend. Legend right there. And to think I was speculating about whether I should ditch the heli pilot. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I know. I'm getting a 2-2-0 and that's it. Kinda not the greatest heli pilot available to me. I'm aware. But it's still a damn good one. Alright. If we can just get monkey pirates, as usual, or at least as of the latest update, it should just blow up everything. And that'd be great. I'd love that. That's an ideal tower in my mind. Blows up everything. Okay. So far so good. Also, I haven't actually tested out the Monkey Ace Paragon all that much. Is it actually good? I feel like no one's gonna use it. Other than testing its power, you know? Because, like, the only way people will actually use it is if they're forced to. Because it's super fucking expensive thanks to Flying Fortress. So why would anybody get it unless they were forced to, you know? Like, for example, I don't know, Dart Paragon's been removed, Ninja Paragon's been removed, all sorts of other Paragons have been removed, and then you're just left with a bunch of planes. And then eventually you're like, I wonder what they want me to use. Alright. Sorry, heli. I swear I'll place you back again. In the meantime, though, we are gonna need some real damage here. Oh, yes. Real damage has arrived. And in fact, let's also do this. Because half cash fucking sucks. I know it's not super ideal to be placing banana farms, especially now, but if I can... I don't know how many rounds it takes for this to be worthwhile, but hopefully we can get through that many. I don't care if we have to sell this again, I just really want some sort of extra cash at the moment. It'd be nice. Oh, speaking of extra cash, who knew jobs are great for money? So yeah, I've had money recently, which has been nice. I think pretty much I get paid weekly. So pretty much every week I've been putting a little bit of that cash into my Yu-Gi-Oh card collection, which has been great. It's been absolutely amazing. I've made myself a new deck. It's not super great at the moment. I imagine it'll get better as time goes on though, as usual. And I'm working on a couple of other ones as well. I don't know how interested the average viewer of mine would be in Yu-Gi-Oh! I have been tempted to buy one of the digital games recently, so yeah, if you guys are interested, or if there's any sort of overlap, or even if you I don't know, have no idea about Yu-Gi-Oh! Would you be interested in finding out? It's essentially a card game / anime / video game, and yeah, if you haven't heard of Yu-Gi-Oh! Then you've probably heard of Pokemon and Pokemon cards. It's basically that, but a lot less cutesy and adorable, and a lot less for kids. Although it is for kids, but still. It's a children's card game. But at the same time, it feels more badass than Pokemon. But don't get me wrong, Pokemon's still cool. I'm a big supporter of both. Although I don't actively aim for and collect the Pokemon cards. Outside of random things like fucking McDonald's Happy Meal events. When McDonald's starts giving you Pokemon cards, you don't say no. At one point in time, McDonald's used to give away fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in their Happy Meals. Don't know what happened, but they haven't done it since. I've only known of them doing it once. And that was also a time in my life where I cannot for the life of me remember where I would have put them, if I even kept them. But yeah, that was a dope time. I wish I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time to fully appreciate the fact that that was the thing that McDonald's did at one point. Are we good here? Wall of trees, I'm trusting you with this, honestly. Okay, we can fit some ceramics into that last one there. Don't know how that'll go, but we'll see. Oh, cool, nice. So I guess that means we basically win. I do want to get something like this set up though. Just because Moabs are a bit intense for us at the moment still. Yes, are we good? Okay, we're alright. Could be better, could be a hell of a lot worse though. And this round looks pretty chill, because there's literally just the zebra round. Is there a big dense cluster at the end? Nope, never mind. Thinking of a different round. And are we good to go? Grab that, for sure. Fresh wall, we can sell this. And that looks like it'll do it. Pretty damn good so far, and as usual, part 2 will be released tomorrow with the last 3 maps, but part 1 is now done. So what have we got for part 2? Part 2 consists of Haunted Alternate Balloons around Midnight Mansion on Reverse and Dark Castle on Impossible. Alright, I'm sure we can figure that one out tomorrow, but for now, that has been a spooky Halloween special part 1. Thank you all so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care and have a great week, everyone.